To walk from Trefriw to Llanrwst. Trefriw there. You are here up to, along the river and down to Llanrwst, and then back to Trefriw. And they're the Trefriw woolen mills. It's off season here, so it's all rather a bit drab, but the sun's supposed to come out a bit later. There's the village war memorials with the reeves, because we recently had Remembrance Day, and there's the local river that joins, well, less than half mile. It'll join the Conwy, Afon Conwy. Found the footpath. Starts from the facilities. It goes down here. The footpath goes along the top of this dike, because the Conwy Valley here is subjected to flooding after a downpour. There's the village of Trefriw. Okay, I've reached the River Conwy, and at one time this used to be there used to be a steamboat ran from here right up to right up to Conwy, I think, and or to Conwy. It's quite navigable. My grandmother, it was her favourite Sunday trip for the people before the First World War. But I don't know how well, I suppose it closed down because there wasn't enough people to make it worthwhile. Continuing my walk along this top of this dike to protect this flat valley floor from flooding. And the sun's come out, but there's a bit of a chilly breeze. And you can hear there's the train over there. Walking along the top of these dikes isn't really to be recommended. It's awkward footing. There's no clear footpath. You can't really admire the scenery around. You really have to be careful of your footing. This is the end of that rather awkward walking along the top of the dike. Trefriw is over there somewhere, and this is this is a very nice suspension bridge. It replaced a wooden bridge, apparently constructed back when they built the railway to connect, to allow the people living over there in Trefriw to get to the railway in Llanrwst. But the wooden bridge back in the 19th century has been replaced by this modern suspension bridge. Very nice, really. It's just a footbridge. It crosses, as you can see, the River Conwy, and ahead is the town of Llanrwst. Over there is the Llanrwst railway station. I'll just go over and have a quick look at it. Okay, this railway line runs from Llanrwst out to Llandudno Junction, and then on to Llandudno. Actually, there's two railway stations in Llanrwst. There's North Llanrwst, and I think there's the... Now that bridge down there, I remember when I was 5 years old, just after the Second World War. I remember being disappointed because that was the only bridge on the railway line run into Llandudno. But yeah, Victorian structures. Llandudno, the next train. Oh, that's another, well, nearly 2.5 hours to go. Yes, that's a long wait for the next train to Llandudno. Look at the size of this Welsh chapel. It's basically a colossal structure. It extends way back as well. Yeah, just off the main road. There's another one. Shows the influence of the Methodists, or various religious sects, had at one time, building all these colossal structures, really, for a small town. Okay, I'm entering into the centre of Llanrwst. This little stream here, I remember on that same trip when I was 5 years old being quite impressed, because there wasn't a little running stream like that to be seen anywhere in Birmingham. Okay, I'll take some, rather than buy the paintings, I'll just take, there's Snowdon there, and there's the old original Llanrwst jail. It's a busy street here. Here's the town square. There's the local Llanrwst club. It's replaced the old town hall that used to be in this square until they converted it into a car park. That's where I used to. The building no longer exists, but it used to be quite a tall building there. I used to have my holidays as a kid. I've taken a video of Llanrwst before, and there used to be the old almshouses along here. I used to see the old elderly people from where I used to stay up, just around here somewhere. I'll just go into the churchyard, although I have taken a video of this before. Oh, there's the almshouses there, yeah. Alright. I'll go inside the church, because I've already recorded it on a previous video. But I might have a little break here, if I can find a spot overlooking the river. Llanrwst Parish Church, and here's a nice yew tree here, and a nice spot for a break as well. There's the famous Llanrwst Bridge, I think built back in the 16th century. See, this isn't suitable, this bridge, for modern traffic, but it's still in use. There's the Conwy. There's the Llanrwst Bridge. I used to skim stones across that river when I used to come here for holidays. Now this has been taken over by the National Trust, this tea room. It's only open, limited opening hours in the winter, during the winter months. I'm hoping I can get back to Trefriw over there. There's the church over there. I'm hoping I can get back to Trefriw. There's a marked footpath on the map, but very, very muddy track here. And we have had several weeks of wet, or not particularly wet, but a constant drizzle and overcast. And so obviously things get pretty muddy underfoot. This isn't really a trodden footpath. There are stiles there, but it's well, not much frequented. I thought so far so good. Okay, plain sailing makes all the difference when the sun's shining, and this wouldn't be too pleasant at all if it was raining and the mist was down. But yeah, okay, I came through there and it was no real problem, and now it's plain sailing, I think, back to Trefriw. Just crossed over that stile just a second ago, and there's the suspension bridge come back into view, so I've made like a circular walk to this point, and Trefriw is over there. Around Llanrwst town over there, and there's a kind of a feature there, right there, on the Conwy. Let's see if I can pick him up. Yeah, used to be my recent visit to Windsor. There were hundreds of those on the Thames, but now there's just the solitary swan here. Normally you see them in twos, but or pairs. This is a tarmac footpath. Looks like it's quite well used, especially with dog walkers. That goes from Llanrwst to Trefriw. So I should be back in Trefriw now in, well, less than 20 minutes. Trefriw Mill tea shop. I got the place to myself, obviously off season. I'm back at the tea shop. There's the stream Avon Crafnant, and this looks like where the work is done, a weaving shop. I've got no idea how the machinery works. I think it's quite an elaborate process. It's not actually running at the moment. Got the place to myself here. The machinery isn't running at the moment, just the turbine. But I think this is a pretty noisy place. I haven't been here many years ago with the parents. This walk, there's the woollen mill there. It goes quite a distance. The workshop's further back. And There's the Trefriw village school. It's been closed. I think that's the story of all these small villages in Wales. They're closing down the village schools.